Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about stakeholders. Stakeholders are people involved in the business either internally or externally. So let's get into it. For this example, to explain the whole stakeholder group, I'm going to be using the company or the business JD. If you guys don't know, JD is a business to sell trainers and like clothing and stuff like that. Anyways, let's start. So you have the customers, who are people who purchase the goods and services. That would be you and me, who go into JD and buy new trainers, a new hat or something. You have the suppliers who sell the goods to JD, which would be Nike, Adidas, New Balance, whatever. You have the employees, who are people who work for the business. Those would usually be people in the burgundy uniform in the store. You have employers who are responsible for decision made within the business. You have the shareholders who invest the money into the business, which is usually like invest the money or invest capital into the business to get shares in return, so they can get a reward at the end of the whole thing. They're like externally involved within the business. You have the local community, which needs to be consulted before any decisions made within the business. So, well, you know where your JD is placed? Yeah, that would be your local community basically. You have pressure groups, which are usually those people who protest about like animal rights or blood or something. You have the government, which creates laws that the business has to work within, so you do not want to really get on the wrong side of the government, because they can have your company shut down, they can have you fined, which can lead to a bad reputation. You have the financials, which usually the bank will lend money to the business. There can be possible conflicts with it. There can be conflict between different stakeholder groups, and these are just a few. For example, you've got the suppliers may want to sell a raw material at a high price because they've been getting them somewhere which is further, so obviously they want to get more money to compensate for it, but the business wishes to buy them at a low price because they don't want to raise the price or lose the customers through raising their price. You've got employees which may ask for a raise because the thing, like the necessities, prices are going up, like the price of milk, bread, egg, which are necessities, they're going up, but their wages are staying the same. So obviously they may want to raise, well, they want to raise, but then the employers do not want to pay that raise because they want to keep as much money within the business as possible. Then you've got employers which may wish to use the profit made within the business to expand the business, but shareholders want the profit in form of dividends, because the only reason they invest the money into a business is to gain reward afterwards. So if they're not getting the reward, then there's going to be conflict within the business, because two stakeholders want different things. There are consequences for businesses not listening to their stakeholder groups. For example, if a business is not listening to the employees may go on a strike because the business did not negotiate or listen to the employees' problem about raising the wages. Employees may feel their working conditions are poor, and this may lead to them becoming more demotivated, and therefore productivity will drop. So this will lead to their customer service being really terrible, or their products being terrible in general. So they may lose consumers or customers because of that. So it's not really helping the business grow. Shareholders may want to increase in their dividend, but the business does not fulfill their desire. So because shareholders want an increase in dividend, but a business wants to do something else with the profit made, so this can lead to the shareholders selling their shares, which makes the whole business, like in terms of like the I don't know how to explain it, but like where there are shares and like where they transfer shares and all that, I forgot what it's called, but basically there'll be more supply for shares than there's demand, so therefore the share price would decrease, which therefore makes people assume that the business is a bad business and it's not doing well. So obviously not a lot of investors will want to put their money or invest into that or buy a share. Anyways, you've got the pressure groups who are demonstrating outside the business. So this could lead to customers being put off from using the business. So obviously a bad reputation. We've discussed this before. The business ignores the government, so legal actions are taken, such as getting sued, fined, which also leads to a bad reputation. You've got the suppliers, which ones that better quality raw materials are needed, so therefore the business is prosecuted for failure to conform to the new legislation because they want better quality of the raw materials, but if they're not good, then the whole product is going to break down, which is going to cost the business. So yeah, the business just don't want to pay extra money than they already have to. So obviously this could lead to disagreements. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for watching and good luck with your revision for your exam, whatever. So I say whatever, but anyways, hope you enjoyed this video and goodbye. What am I doing?